Welcome to today's Daily Hustle video. My name is Dave Espino with DaveEspino.com, and today I want to share with you a simple formula. More value equals more wealth. What I mean by that is the more value you put out into the world, the more wealthy you have the potential to become. And let me give you a quick scenario, a quick story, and to kind of exemplify what I'm talking about. The other day we were at a McDonald's drive-thru getting food for our boys, and we saw two scenarios, two situations where the person was not providing very good value. In other words, they were not providing very good service. The person taking the order was not very specific and not very clear. They weren't communicating very well that they had the order correctly, right? And they actually botched it a little bit. Basically what ended up happening is we ended up paying for a drink that we didn't order. So when I got to the window where they were going to give us the food, I mentioned that there to them, and they seemed completely lost. Like, how do we take care of this? How do we credit back this thing on their order, or what do we do? Fortunately, one of the people there was creatively thinking, and they gave us a second chocolate milk as a way to compensate for that credit, as a way to give us credit, and it worked out fine, right? But my wife and I were kind of aghast, and we're kind of shocked at the poor quality that we get sometimes when we're buying from a fast food place. I tried to give the benefit of the doubt and say, you know, they're maybe just not well trained in people skills. This is their first job. They don't really know how to deal with people or how to deal with the public well. They don't have, you know, their skills refined as to how to do this effectively. Maybe they didn't get very good training from the company itself. Who knows the situation, right? I tried to give a benefit of the doubt. But what it highlighted to me was this. That fast food employee is getting paid what they're getting paid, usually about minimum wage or a little bit more than that, right? Because of the amount of value that they give to the public. Now, I'm not knocking minimum wage. I think it's important to have a minimum wage and all that, but what I'm saying is you get income in proportion to the value you give out. So let's look at that fast food employee that's at the entry level, and let's see what kind of value do they put out. Well, they do one of the most basic jobs in the world. It's a very entry-level job. They could train any high school kid or college kid or even adult to do this job, right? It's an easier job to learn, at least learn the basics of. I'm not saying it's an easy job by any means. I know that's a hard job to take on, but I'm saying that it's an easy job to learn. So the value that's being given out by these entry-level employees is, let's say it's X. Okay, let's give it a value of X, right? Let's take it up one step. What about the restaurant owner? What kind of value are they providing to the world? Well, they're feeding a lot of people every day, right? Every day, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of people go to their restaurant and are fed, are taken care of. So the restaurant owner is providing a lot more value, exponentially more value than that one entry-level employee is, right? The restaurant owner happens to have a lot of entry-level employees and then maybe one or two managers or whatnot, shift leaders, whatever they have, right? So because the restaurant owner is able to provide much more value to the neighborhood, to the community, the restaurant owner gets to make more money, right? Much more money than that one entry-level employee. Entry-level employee is providing X value. Maybe the restaurant owner is providing 100X value, right? So we have the employee, we have the restaurant owner. Now let's say that that restaurant owner owns a chain of these restaurants, okay? So now it's the restaurant owner that owns a chain has all these restaurants that are putting out value into their neighborhoods that include entry-level employees at the bottom rung. That owner that owns the chain of restaurants is providing, let's say, 1,000 times the value of an owner that just has one restaurant, right? They're putting 1,000 times value. They're feeding 1,000 times more people through their restaurant chains than that one single restaurant owner. Therefore, they are entitled to receive, let's just make it simple, they're entitled to receive 1,000 times the revenue and the income. Now let's take it up one more notch and let's talk about the company. Let's say that it's a corporation that owns franchises, and some franchisors have, multiple chains. Some franchisors have one restaurant, like in the McDonald's system. I know that there are people that own maybe, 10, 15, 20 McDonald's, right? Whereas there are some people that own one McDonald's. So let's say it's that, and now the corporation is providing, let's say, 10,000 times the value out there. They're feeding 10,000 times the people of the restaurant chain owner, and maybe even more of that person that owns just one restaurant. You see how the value is transmitted into wealth. The more value you can put out there, the more wealth you are entitled to receive. And a lot of people in today's world don't get this scenario, don't understand this equation, that it's about the value you put out there that determines wealth. See, a lot of people have mistaken notions about money. They have faulty notions about money through basically their upbringing. A lot of the times their parents gave them twisted ideas about how money works. Their parents said, the rich people got there through crooked means. They're scamsters, they're crooked, they're, that kind of thing. And that is faulty reasoning. There are very few people that become wealthy and stay wealthy, let me add that in there, through crooked means. Because they're going to be found out, they're going to get in jail, they're going to crash and burn if they're scamming in today's world. Okay, so in order to build something big, lasting, successful, and even generationally big and successful, you've got to be doing things right. You've got to be doing things honestly, ethically. Now, does that mean that that doesn't exist? Of course not. I'm sure there are corporations that do wrong and that do make it big and so on, but I think that's a minority in the world today as compared to the majority, which are providing a lot of sound value for a lot of people. So how can you apply this strategy to your business? Think of ways that you can reach more people and provide value to those people, even if you're not getting directly compensated for that action. At the beginning of this year, I decided that a good strategic thing to do would be to do a daily video every single day on YouTube. And by doing that, the people that can relate to me, that can relate to my strategies, that can relate to what I'm talking about, they'll raise their hands, they'll subscribe, they'll click the subscribe button, they'll click the like button, they'll comment, and little by little I'll start to build this consensus audience of people that say, yeah, I follow Dave, I really like his stuff, he knows what he's talking about, whatever. On the other hand, there are going to be a bunch of people that come to my channel or come to watch one of these videos and say, oh, that guy's full of it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just some dude. He claims he's some, business expert or whatever, right? And those people are going to come to one of my videos. They're going to have that attitude and they're going to leave, and they're hopefully, I hope they never come back, because I really want to build a community and an audience of people who are positive, who are fired up, who are going after their dreams. That's the audience I want to have. I don't want to have a bunch of crybabies in my audience. I don't want to have a bunch of people who are overly sensitive, like, oh man, what did he say there? Or what did he say there? I want people who are going after it and who are successful. Those are the people I want in my audience. So if you're that person, be sure to subscribe. And if you're not, hasta la vista, right? The point is, look for ways to provide more value to your potential audience. And one of my ways to do it is to do a daily video. Even if I'm not selling anything or promoting anything on the video, every day I'm doing a video. Every single day I'm putting stuff out there. Every single day I'm hopefully attracting the right people who believe, you know what, Dave is someone I can follow. Dave's someone I can listen to. Dave's like a mentor to me. I'm looking for those people to join my channel and to make this work for themselves. Not just listen to listen, or not just watch to watch, but to listen to get some good food for thought, and to listen to get some good valuable strategies that can work for you in your business. I'm looking for the serious people. You know what I mean? I'm a serious person. I'm looking for the serious people who are serious about their success, serious about their dreams, serious about being inspired to make it happen for themselves. So remember, figure out ways to provide more value to your potential audience, to your market, to your target market, to the people who are most likely to buy from you. Provide value, 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 value. Just stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. Because at the right time and in the right way, they'll respond, they'll buy from you, they'll follow you, they'll be one of your super fans, and it's going to be amazing. Does it happen overnight? No, it takes time. It takes time. But guess what? What else do you have to do? You need to do something to build your business, and even if it takes time, time's going to go by anyway, so you might as well make it work and make it effective for you and your business. Hope you enjoyed today's Daily Hustle. Be sure to like, comment. I'd love to hear your comments about this, and hit that subscribe button. And I also always have free resources below this video, so check out those free resources. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Hustle.